Hey guys, welcome to my channel! This is a Twin Flames reading for the week of April 11th. Messages from Divine Feminine. Who's a feminine? No, really, it's messages from Divine Feminine. We are going to get the low down and the down low on the DF. We're going to get the DL and the LD on the DF. And we're going to do it right on this channel. I am what you call a Divine Feminine twin flame. My twin flame, who is a woman, is what you would call Divine Masculine. But I don't call it those things. I do use that terminology in these tarot readings simply because I want to use the colloquialisms that you're familiar with, just so as to avoid any confusion, right? This is the DF reading. You need to know that's what this is for. You kind of know what I'm talking about, right? But we understand that the way this works with your other self, also known as twin flame, they are you in another body. Everybody knows that you are one soul in two bodies. So the way that it works with your other self is not really based on gender. Those are just labels. And that's fine. They're not bad at all, right? But what's really going on is energy. And have you ever noticed how when you focus on this person mentally and or emotionally, that's when they run the hardest? You ever notice that? I'm sure you have. You're very smart, Divine Feminine, very intelligent. Well, what happens when you take your focus off of them? That's when they come back around, they start talking to you again. You know, they stop acting all funny and rejecting you. And, do you ever notice that? Of course you have. Of course you have. Well, there's a reason for that. You are body, mind, soul, right? Well, you and your twin flame are the same soul. The soul is consciousness. The soul is non-duality. It's singularity. The mind, in contrast, is duality. And I'm not saying that's bad. That's just what that is. The mind is duality. And guys, this is a 10,000-year-old ancient spiritual teaching, right? What I'm telling you right now, the soul is consciousness, the mind is duality, okay? It's thought. That's what that is. You are body, mind, soul. Watch this. Now that I have established that context for you, watch this. This will help you understand what to do about your twin flame situation. Check it out. So, the mind, because it is duality, is externalized. Watch this. So duality, Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine, right? Here, there, past, future. I like it, I don't like it. It's right, it's wrong, positive, negative, up, down, hot, cold, whatever, right? Love, fear, feel good, feel bad. The mind, thought, emotion, I agree, I disagree. Also, it's externalized. Because it is duality, it's externalized. There's a me and there's the other. There's me and there's some other thing. There's something else outside of me. Now, what do they teach in traditional Zen spiritualism? Well, one of the other most ancient and sacred spiritual teachings of all time is that we are all connected, you know, at some level. Of course, you and your twin flame are not just connected, you are them. And this is what your twin flame, your soul, that is trying to show you. Hey, here's a good way for you to practice and learn about unity consciousness, how you are connected to all things. Here's this person who is actually the exact same soul vibration as you. Right. So your soul is trying to teach you that lesson. It's trying to give you that teaching about unity consciousness and how we're all connected. Right. So what does this have to do with the mind and how it is externalized? Very simple. Because the mind can only look at things through the kaleidoscope of duality, it is externalized. So when it sees what it perceives to be an other, aka your twin flame, that's exactly the reality that it creates, because the mind is duality. And I'm not saying the mind is bad, that's just how it works. And you've never met anybody like this before. There's only one person in the whole universe who is also you. That's your twin flame, or as I like to call it, your other self, right? So when you are looking at this person through the mind, which is duality, it's going to perceive an other person. Right. Well, they're not. Your twin flame is the one thing in the whole universe that is actually you at the level of the soul. So because you're looking at them through the mind, you experience what we call separation. The mind is separation consciousness, and that's even something from, traditional Zen spiritualism. It's always kind of been talked about that way. The mind, the ego, it's separation consciousness, and it is separation consciousness because it is duality. It's externalized. It can only see everything else as separate from it. So it looks at the physical twin flame person and it says, that's an other person. And because you believe it, that's what you experience. You experience an other person. You get separation. But what I'm telling you is go within. Get out of ego consciousness, the mind, the belief that you are your personality, ego, right? The mind, the ego, the personality. And I'm not even saying that the personality is bad, but that's not who you really are. The personality is not actually the self. The soul is the self. That's who you really are. And that's exactly what your soul is trying to show you. That's what your twin flame is trying to show you. Your soul is who you really are, and it is not duality. That's where you are one with your twin flame. So you just got to get out of the mind, guys. To detach from my twin flame is to detach from my mind. Look at this right there at the bottom of the deck. Look at that big, beautiful Nine of Pentacles. Good job, Divine Feminine. And it's not come without some struggles. I do see a lot of struggling in this reading, in these cards, but I also see a lot of big breakthroughs too. And that's kind of the funny thing. This is actually another, kind of teaching that you see often repeated, given, taught in traditional Zen spiritualism, which is that suffering sucks. Okay, let's face it. Suffering is no good. If we can end suffering, let's do that. But a funny thing about suffering that we notice, it's one hell of a way to wake you up, isn't it? Suffering is one hell of an effective thing that'll awaken you. It'll cause you to remember who you really are. Because I guess you just get tired of suffering. So you embrace who you really are, which is a being of consciousness and light. Okay, so what's our starting point? Well, recent past, we've got the Four of Cups. So recent past, Divine Feminine, I'm thinking you felt just kind of complacent about all things in life, about this connection with this person. I don't know if this is worth doing anymore. Those of you that are still in the dark night of the soul, for example, that energy is going to come through is that sense of meaninglessness that you experienced, right? And once you pull out of the dark night of the soul, that energy can still be there. it just shows up as complacency, okay? Like, I don't know where to go from here. And I'm not even saying that's necessarily a bad thing. It's just kind of when you're going through these transitions and changes, I'm not sure what to do. I'm not sure where to go. What am I supposed to do with my life now? You know, a lot of people who meet their other self, AKA twin flame, right? I often refer to them as your other self. They're going through divorces. That happened to me, actually. I did that. Changed jobs. You change your job. I left my job. I left the matrixy workforce. You know, I left that all behind. It was a lot, guys. And I have to tell you, sometimes you have to tear down the old piece of shit shack first before you can build the big, beautiful crystal castle in its place. And that is exactly what these cards are trying to tell you. Queen of Wands next to the Ace of Swords. So things might look bleak now, or at least in the recent past. That's what this top row is. Okay, so maybe you're starting to feel better now. Maybe you're still in that energy a little bit. You know, it's kind of a tapering off. So take what resonates and apply it to your life. But guys, you know it's all going to be worth it. You know it. I'll never forget the moment when I first pulled out of the dark night of the soul. I can remember the moment that happened. And I knew something amazing was about to happen to my life. Now look at this. Towards divine masculine, so-called divine masculine specifically, the Seven of Cups, next to the High Priestess in reverse. So to me, this has got sexual energy written all over it. Do I even want to do that? Do I want some kind of a physical relating experience with them anymore? Yes, I do. And then no, I don't. And just any kind of drama, anything you can do to avoid the drama with this person again, that's really been on your mind. Like, I've really had it. I'm really sick of the back and forth with this person. And then, of course, when they come back around, it's, oh, why are you here? And then you get sucked back in to that relating experience with them. So this is kind of this back and forth energy. And this has been showing up actually in the divine masculine readings lately, hasn't it? Yes, it has. Well, that's all you, dude. You are your twin flame, right? You're one soul split in two bodies, right? And you're starting to approach this a lot differently. Remember what I keep telling you. The soul is consciousness. The mind is duality. If you skipped the intro to this video, you might want to go back and watch it today. It was a good one. I explained something very ancient that's going to help you with your twin flame journey, okay? You got to get out of your mind. Now look at this. Right there at the center of the reading, Divine Feminine, Justice in reverse. And so it even seems like some of the things or some of the ways that you have been wronged might not ever be righted. Well, maybe it's because you're looking at all the things around you to kind of, I don't know, like waiting for an apology, waiting for your ship to come in, waiting for people to come through on promises, empty promises, especially your twin flame, right? But I think you're starting to realize, not necessarily through your twin flame as much, it's again, suffering can be a good teacher. We'll get to that one in a second. But I think what these cards are saying, this Queen of Swords and the Page of Pentacles, is you're actually starting to look at your life experiences differently now. Good job, Divine Feminine. And that's what this journey is all about. Remember what I told you. The twin flame journey is really just the true spiritual journey. That's all this is. If you mind your own personal spiritual journey, that person, your twin flame, they'll show back up. It's like you don't even have to do anything about them. It's crazy how easy this is. And that's what I figured out, right? That's why my twin flame is permanently in my life. And I've been able to help so many people, over 3,000 people. I'm the world's leading twin flame coach because that's what I figured out. This isn't actually about the other person. This is about you, Divine Feminine, and you're starting to be honest about that. Bravo, Divine Feminine. Congratulations. Really, give yourself a pat on the back. That's huge. That's huge. I know it's really, really tough to take your focus off that other person, but you're doing a bang-up job. And give yourself a break. This takes time. You're going into uncharted territory. I mean, have you ever had a forced spiritual awakening before in your life? Probably not. So this is all new to you. It's going to be tough to navigate these waters, but you're starting to figure it out. That's fabulous. And again, with Divine Masculine, 9 of Cups in reverse, 10 of Swords, it might seem really, really difficult right now, like trading off your own values in favor of pursuing something with this person, which is just going to cause you more suffering, and you're waiting for some kind of an apology or for them to make things right with you. And I think that actually is going to happen in the very near future, but you need to let that go. If you want that to happen, you can't cling to that. You can't actually cling to any negativity or anger towards your twin flame for the same reason you can't do it to anybody else and expect a reciprocation like that. Justice can be served upon you when you don't need justice. Remember how the universe works. So for example, if I tell the universe I need money, the universe responds by saying, okay, here's the experience of needing money. And you're like, wait, no, asshole. I said I need money. Give me some money. And the universe goes, no, dude, I can't give you what you need. If you tell me you need something, I'm going to give you the experience of needing. So need nothing, Divine Feminine, and you can have everything. I mean, shit, you should type that in the comments section down below as an affirmation. Need nothing, and you can have everything. And it's a lot harder, it's a lot more difficult to learn that lesson with your twin flame when some of the things they did were so bad. And maybe they will apologize in the future, but you got to let that one go, guys. You can't approach this through the ego, mind, personality. Remember what I told you at the beginning of this card reading while I was drawing the cards. Your body, mind, soul. You and your twin flame are the same soul. The mind is polarized. If you approach this through the ego, mind, personality, which is what requires an apology, the ego is what feels damaged and hurt, right? That's what actually causes them to run away. If you can separate yourself from the mind, that's when your twin flame is going to show up. This is no different than traditional Zen spiritualism, the twin flame journey. That's all it is, guys. You got to get out of your mind. The ego, mind, personality is what requires retribution. The soul, which is who you really are, does not. And that's tough. That's a bitter pill for a lot of you to swallow. But guys, this is your ascension. You know it's the right thing to do. And by the way, Divine Feminine, you're doing a beautiful job of it. Look at this 9 of Pentacles that came out at the bottom of the deck. Is this all resonating with you? I know it is. You might still be in that anger or that hurt, but I can tell because of your life situation, because of these 2 cards, that is on the way out. Congratulations. The light at the end of the tunnel has appeared. Divine Feminine. Give yourself a pat on the back. That's huge, guys. Really, really huge. As always, guys, if you would like to work with me, you know where to find me. NewWorldAllStar.com. I'm the world's leading twin flame coach, and it's probably partially because I don't charge a whole shitload of money. I don't charge thousands of dollars. It's only a few hundred. I even have payment plans. You can get started today for around $60, give or take, depending on which package you get. Payment plans, I'll take the total package price and break it down into 6 easy to digest payments of around $60. You get full access to the videos, the group coaching calls, the secret Facebook group. Nobody can see that you're in there, let alone what you're doing in there. It's all secret. It's all confidential. There's up to 4 coaching calls a week. Guys, that's like 8 additional hours every single week of coaching. You can work directly with me or my 2 coaches assisting me. You get the online instructional video course, 10 hours of instructional videos that you can watch again and again. Guys, I leave no stone unturned. What do I do if I work with my twin flame? What do I do if I have a kid with them? What do I do if they have me blocked? What do I do if they come back? Which they will, by the way. I mean, you can go to my website and read testimonials from my students. Lots and lots of success stories, you guys, from my students. I'm the most successful twin flame coach out there, and I'm not just saying that to brag. That's for your benefit, guys. You're trying to find answers. You're trying to find somebody that knows what the hell they're doing. Well, go look at my track record. Go to my website. You can read testimonials there from my students who are with their twin flame, having amazing spiritual breakthroughs, living their best, most amazing life. My twin flame, of course, permanently in my life. My system is the only thing that works, guys, and it works for a very good reason. All right, let's see what the Oracle has to say for today. Hey, hey! The name of my trusty Oracle today, Danielle. I've got Roxy, Veronica, and Danielle. Those are my 3 Oracle decks. Danielle is one of my very favorites. I know I felt something in the middle, but no, it's over here. Holy shit. Is it that one? It's this one. Man, that was like gravity. I could feel it like sucking on my finger. Oh! Look at this. Now, look at that. For this, you were born. Divine Feminine. For this, you were born. Card number 22. Oh, that's going to be a good message. I like that already, guys. I like that message a lot. And it's number 22. That number, 22 and 44, those 2 numbers follow me everywhere. 22, 44, and 144. I see those numbers constantly. Oh man, I know I'm really going to like the message of this Oracle card today. You are alive with infinite possibilities. What have I been telling you this whole time, Divine Feminine? Every cell of your body sings and shouts a full-throttled yes to life. Before you were born, you had a reason, a strong desire for wanting to experience the human realm. You joyously raised your hand and stood on your tippy toes to volunteer to partake. Your soul smiled wildly as you traveled from the angelic realm, where all is love, whole and perfect, into the realm of humanity. Through the challenges that came your way, remember, all you need to do is ask, and you will be instantly refueled by love and support from your soul family. They are always at the ready. Your job is to remember to remember. That's right, remember to remember. As you awaken each morning, revisit your passionate intention for this lifetime. Remind yourself, for this I was born. You should put that as an affirmation in the comments section down below, guys. For this I was born. Wow, what a great message. Gather your energy, creativity, talent, and will, so no part is left behind as you cross a new threshold of adventure. Bravo, Divine Feminine. You're doing such a fantastic job. And look at this, guys. Right there, most likely outcome for you. Divine Feminine, the Chariot. What have I been telling you this whole time? This shit is moving forward, even if it seems a little bumpy. That's the thing about the Chariot that people kind of forget, is it is forward motion, but it might have the appearance of like a bumpy start, like, oh, this isn't working, but it is working. You're actually starting to move forward. You just need to finish building up your momentum first. Once your momentum is built up, it's smooth sailing. So push on, Divine Feminine. Look, 9 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. I'm telling you, you got this. You got this. Most likely outcome towards your life situation, 8 of Pentacles, the Empress, both in the reverse. Bam, exactly what I was just talking about, guys. You don't even need external validation. You know that you know, right? You know that you know. You got this. This is your soul's journey. This is the beginning of something amazing. I mean, what did it say? In the Oracle book, it said, where is it? For this I was born. For this I was born. You know that. Now, towards Divine Masculine, the Devil. This is called the shadow side in this particular deck, but it's the Devil. And the High Priest in reverse, also known as the Hierophant. Okay, so be careful, Divine Feminine. There is the possibility that you're going to get sucked into another cycle of suffering and attachment to this person, so just watch out for that energy. You don't have to say yes to that. You got this. Just remember, this is your spiritual journey. You and your twin flame are that. You are one soul. You are one being. Just embrace that. Let go of the physical person. Let go of the physical person and embrace your soul's journey. That's what causes the physical person to come back anyway. It's a paradox. Very, very interesting paradox. Oh my goodness, guys, please hit the like button. Also, please don't forget to hit the bell notification icon button when you subscribe, because if you don't hit the bell button when you subscribe, you will not get notifications whenever I post one of my beautiful videos. I'll be back tomorrow for another awesome twin flame coaching video. We're going to talk about the biggest twin flame myth of all. You don't want to miss that one. I'll see you then. Bye.